Good evening. Today is today is the 12th day of March, 2021. It is 8:30 in the evening, and I'm going to admit that uh, I am experiencing a little bit of a cognitive, emotional, the crash. The issue is just simply, that uh, well, I get kind of tired of, shall we say, having to with it uh, justify my self and my lifelong disabilities, which are on the upper end of the autism and cerebral palsy disability spectrums. It's like, since Donald Trump was president, that uh, was president the last 4 years. As it he's of course he's not the president now. He was it okayed open season. We he's declared, was it was it's pretty much open season on trashing, was it persons with physical, developmental, and intellectual disabilities, along with person persons who have serious mental illnesses. You know that that it's like, was it? Uh, I'm being brutally honest in the fact that we are getting these we disabled, or was it uh, getting it from was it uh, very ignorant people who think that we have no right to to receive services or to be helped, or the fact that we have no right to be, as it living out in the community instead of in institutions. That well, anyways, that it's not the case with that it's not the case with all people, that that but I go to a church that is open and affirming, the open and affirming, which accepts all people, that. But we do have was that uh, the churches and other was it uh, civic groups that do not accept, as it uh, us persons with disabilities, and they think we are, was it less than human. That and many people do not like, that many of us disabled people, and of course, was it uh, now we'll note was it issues with. Sorry, let me just wipe my, the camera lens a little bit. You know, the that it is not just was it, especially in the last year with the COVID-19 virus pandemic, that Asian Americans are getting hammered. With it being blamed for the COVID-19 virus pandemic. You know that you know that I said a lot of people are with it scared of that they don't want disabled people like me, like taking their jobs, or was it trying to live out in a community like other normal people. There's also a case of was it uh, that we use the term scapegoating. That uh, that uh, there's a scapegoating. Is it for was it uh, failures and uh, issues related to was it uh, non-disabled people and how they are coping in the world, especially with this COVID-19 virus pandemic. Of course, today was it Friday. I was outside this morning, and I was crutching outside. Crutching outside, today, and I was starting to sweep up the my driveway, to get it cleaned up for the spring. I also started with it sweeping away the accumulated sand that was put down, on the back lane in front of my house, here in the mobile home park that I live in. That yeah, that has to get done. And of course, I do it me, myself, and I. One hand on we're using one of my forearm crutches, and with my other arm and hand was it pushing a broom. Did that. Then in the afternoon after lunch was it one of my church friends, Beth. Well, I call her Beth number one because there are several Beths, uh, older ladies, named Beth in my church, the church that I belong to. Took her, took me, she took me out with the grocery shopping because, I said I no longer drive a motor vehicle. Not because I do not have a license. I have a license, driver's license, but is it uh, I cannot afford to have a vehicle anymore. This also was it in the last week, that I have sold my late younger brother Nathaniel's, Nate's Jeep Renegade. Is it as part of the probably next to the last step that they settling out his was his estate, after he passed away almost a year ago. So was it it went to a good owner, that first will take good care of my late younger brother Nate's Jeep. And then of course when I was out today, I do things. I get taken to the bank first, so I can get some money to shop. That this is the first, the first week of my fiscal month, which starts with the second Wednesday of every month. That, and of course this morning, that I had to sit down and pay bills, because I own this place, that I own this manufactured mobile home, but I rent the lot that it is on. So I paid that, paid my electric bill, paid my quarterly water bill, pay through another $100 to my heating kerosene provider. Because you know during the winter time, I use 2 tankfuls of kerosene in my manufactured mobile homes furnace, and of course it got tuned up, with it in December last year. So was it? I probably only got about another month, so it would have taken 6 weeks or so before I could take and shut the furnace down, for the season, so the heating season. Then, of course, I also had to pay up, throw another $100 to the Santander Bank Mastercard that I have, and at like 750 some odd bucks for a credit card balance. Even that's too high for me, because because I'm only living on a low fixed Social Security disability insurance income. With it 1,530 bucks, per month doesn't go very far. But today, as I bought quite a bit of food, I also I did splurge on another Nerf toy gun for my Nerf toy gun arsenal, and I also bought another little Matchbox with a toy vehicle for my collection. And of course, uh, earlier this evening I spent time to take and clean out my pet guinea pigs pigs scurries and scratches cage. That's a short time ago they were uh, chasing each other around the cage like mad. I think either was it I don't know who got who angry, was it mad with it, but the two of them were just Scurry and Scratch were just going round and around and around and around the cage like that, with it pretty rapidly. And of course, one thing I have noticed on the television is that Oh, the latest was that COVID-19 economic stimulus bill has passed and it got signed. And as to what I'm going to take and do with the $1,400 stimulus check, I cannot use it for frivolities. I have to plow 100% of it into my upcoming, was it 2020 year, 2021 year, was it fiscal year, Derry, New Hampshire town property tax. So that's where the money is going to go. That'll pay about 3/4 of my property tax for 2021. So that I've got to be, of course, very fiscally responsible. The only other really frivolity I bought, with it, I did with it spend a little money in the bought some in the DVD, was it entertainment department of the Derry, New Hampshire Super Walmart, and I bought, that the that the this is an old 1960s TV action adventure TV show. Of course, it's patriotic. The theme is, of course, World War II. The good guys versus the versus Nazi Germany. Of course, I remember when the Rat Patrol was originally on TV back in the 1960s when I was a boy. I'll eventually start well start watching it again. Start watching it, taking get into it. I will note, of course, that uh, that a couple of days ago I did. I did was it attend the monthly board of directors teleconference of the Able New Hampshire Disability. The Able New Hampshire Disability Civil Rights Organization. I've been on the board of directors for about 2 or 3 years now, and the week before last week, the week previously, I was, I was in a teleconference with other members of the ADAPT Disability Civil Rights Organization. So that I'm pretty heavily involved in the working for with the civil rights for us, the persons with disabilities. I do know coming up with the last Thursday of this month, of the month, I've got to be in a teleconference with the other members of the Derry, New Hampshire Democratic Party Committee. You know, and it is a given that I am going to be running for New Hampshire State Representative, you know, that next year in 2022. So, because that I'm not going to sit back and uh, you know that because I want to get into office, try to make changes to make things better for persons like myself with lifelong disabilities. And of course, I can't think of anything else, they can say with this video weblog, that I do okay, but that I am feeling a little bit, uh, well, not physically tired, but as I said, a little bit emotionally tired of, trying to, with it, uh, fight against, with it, the verbal wars, verbal battles with idiots who don't want to acknowledge was it the that I have a right to exist. So, well, I'll just have to shut down for now. Was it? Don't worry, I'll be back when I can.